Finally, someone comes out with a movement to end child marriage. Let's watch this video.
Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. We are coming out to say end child marriage in Africa. Enough is enough. From Somalia to Nigeria to Ghana to Ethiopia to Uganda. Nigeria and Africa has practiced for a long time under our nose child marriage, and today we are here to say enough is enough. Why can't children have access to their own childhood? Why is the childhood of children robbed away from them? Children cannot dream in Africa before they are becoming a child bride. Kids with kids, babies with babies. We are tired, and today we are calling on the people in the right places to do the right thing. End child marriage in Africa. End child marriage in Africa. We are calling on the people in the right places to do the right thing. Reverse the law. No child should be married before the age of 18. EU did not send us back. Do not send us back. We are running to your countries because of our bodies have become policies in Africa. Our bodies have become policies in Nigeria. Our bodies have become policies that men are going out to protest and having their protest overturned in 24 hours. While women have used our voice and nobody has listened to us. We see the patriarchy. We see the power of patriarchy, and we are tired. We are tired and we are tired. And today I am saying end child marriage in Africa.
I am so glad that some of the influencers that have a huge platform are coming out to say that, guys, enough is enough, after 70-plus-year-old men coming out to, cry that why is it that the government of Somalia is trying to protect child marriage. According to them, any child that is at the age of 9 years, 10, 11, 12, 13, and they're seeing their period, that child is more than able to become a wife and a mother. The most interesting part of all this is the fact that you're going to be seeing these videos and these children are not happy at all. And even if they are not happy, do they even have a choice? They are meant to go as long as they're seeing their menstrual periods. And the men are so happy. Their facial expression tells it all. So when the government came out to protect child marriage and these men came out to cry, and the government of Somalia reversed that law, I am so glad that a number of people came out to say that please let child marriage end, and people have made different videos expressing how disgusted they are about this issue. The young girls may not have a voice, but at least they are individuals who have come out to represent themselves as a mouthpiece to these girls.
I already talked about this. I know I said my piece, but honestly, I can't move on. I can't seem to shake this off because every time I open my phone, I see photos, real photos of little girls being engaged to men old enough to be their fathers. I see 10-year-olds in wedding gowns, girls who should be in their uniforms. I see 14-year-old girls pregnant, in pain, and in labor. I see our babies raising babies. How do we sleep knowing all of this is happening? End child marriage in Somalia.
Women need to stop acting like they are incapable of doing what needs to be done. Handle that business, okay? Because every time I come across discourse surrounding the whole child marriages of Somalia and really Africa as a whole, my blood boils. Because we as women know what we can do. It's Africa. Everywhere you turn, the plants are there. The concoctions are available. These men are old enough to be these little girls' grandfathers and fathers. Nobody is going to question that he looked like he had heart attack. Nobody is going to look at an innocent 8-year-old girl and say, oh, she could have. Mothers, aunties, grandmothers, we know the recipes. Pass it down. Teach them. Let them feed the man. Let the man go into cardiac arrest. Nobody will question that an 87-year-old man just passed away. Why wouldn't he at that age?
Sijui kama realize, but part of the reason why we're being told that try and get married by the time you're 25 has nothing to do with age, has nothing to do with the fact that, oh, maybe you're closer to 30, or maybe your prime years are going to swing by you really quickly. As a matter of fact, these guys knew that by the time you'll be turning 25, your frontal lobe is going to open, you're going to be wiser, and there are things that we'll just not condone. There are things that people will be doing, and, you'll just be like, that's a bare minimum, I don't want it. If it ain't like this, I don't want it. And that's why I'm looking at my neighbors next door, and I'm just like, part of the reason why they're doing the things they're doing, and actually I am so disgusted by things they're doing. I'm looking at them and I'm like, part of the reason why they're doing the things they're doing is because they're scared. They're so scared of civilization. I promise you, it has nothing to do with culture. It has nothing to do with religions. These guys are just scared. I kid you not. They're so scared because they're looking at other countries. They're looking at Kenya. They're looking at countries that have embraced civilization, and they're like, how are the women so powerful? How are the women able to do the things that they're doing? And these guys are so fixated on the fact that men have power, on the fact that men should rule the world, on the fact that things should be a certain way, ways that actually favor men, to the point where they just don't want to embrace change. And that's why you're finding they're subjecting young girls to the things that they're being subjected to, because they know as soon as they attain a certain age, as soon as they attain a certain level of their life, they're going to have a voice, they're going to have a mind of their own. So they want to shrink them, they want to make them as shallow as they can before they actually get to that level. Actually, it's like they're trying to suppress them even before they turn 18, because they know as soon as you click 17, you have a mind of your own, you can think on your own. There are decisions that you can actually be able to make, like you're saying enough to make. And one of them is actually saying no. Kwa hizo ujinga. So it has nothing to do with religion, it has nothing to do with culture. And I'm just looking at it and I'm like, as a society, we're just fucked. And they're fucked even more. Like we're fucked. But at the end of the day, guys, let's fight it. So it's a hashtag. End child marriage.
One issue that makes my blood boil to the max is child marriages. I just saw this video of a Somali girl. She's 12, getting married to a 76-year-old man. And everybody's sitting there smiling, kicking. Like, what? No, I think it's a mental illness. If you are a grown man, you agree to get married, or you seek for the hand of a little girl in marriage, like, there's something wrong with you. Why would you marry a child? 12 years, 30 years, 50, even 16. 16 is a child. You shouldn't be going around chasing high school kids as a grown, or even middle school kids as a grown man. Leave the kids alone. Go for the women in your age bracket. Leave the kids alone. Let them have their child. Stop robbing them of their childhood. And what I don't understand is the parents. Why would you willingly give out your child who is young to get married to an older man? This is too common, especially in Africa. And I don't like the fact that it's normalized. And in Ghana, one huge issue is pedophilia. The number of pedophiles, oh my God. It's like it's even normalized. It's normal for an older man, even married, to be chasing younger girls or be going after the little ones. And one comment that used to annoy me back in school? It'll be like, for the guys, your wives are not in this class. Your wives are yet to be born. Why are you telling a teenager his wife is yet to be born? His wife is yet to be born? Yeah, she is. What do you mean his wife is yet to be born? We need to stand up. The authorities must do something. If it's increasing the age of consent to, 21 or something, they should do something, because enough is enough. It makes my blood boil. Like, why are you a pedophile? Why are you marrying a child? Someone that could literally be your grandchild or even your child. You shouldn't be with them. Oh, God.
So I came across one lady that said something yesterday on this app, and it stuck with me. So she said, when we're talking about ending child marriages, we need to streamline it and agitate for an end to girl child marriages, because we're not seeing anybody out there, forcing little boys, baby boys, into getting married to women who are way older than them, who are old enough to be their mothers, aunties, grandmothers. No, we are only seeing little girls, baby girls, being forced to marry men who are old enough to be their uncles, their fathers, their grandfathers, and even their great-grandfathers. And that is not okay. So we find out that the boys are, being coached to grow up and have a dream to become rich, to make a name for themselves and all that. And men, are encouraged by society to become stable to a large extent before they get married? And who says that little girls don't have a dream, or that little girls don't have a right to want to grow up, to know what they want from life before they even decide whether they want to have children, whether they want to get married and all that, or who it is that they want to get married to? So I think it's important for us to really think about that as we are agitating for, ending child marriages. We are really agitating for ending girl-child marriages.
I'm sure that we cannot exhaust all the videos of those who have come out to join this movement, but I'm so happy that at least it's mostly the women, but there are individuals that are out there fighting for this, and they're saying that anybody that is concerned, like the EU, should come out to fight for the rights of these young girls. For crying out loud, some of the people leaving the African continent, it's because of this same issue of child marriage. It's not because the nations are doing badly, and it's not because the other nation is doing so fine. It's just because they are tired of such culture. A culture where you're going to find adults hell-bent in 2025. You're going to find them saying that we cannot let this culture die. We have worked so hard, all at the expense of proving that patriarchy should remain at the top. Someone will just go to any length so that they can prove that I am the man and you're the woman. There's nothing you can really do because I have said it and it has remained that way. That is why we are asking for concerned bodies to come and fight for these children. Allow me to end here. Thank you so much for watching to the end. We meet in the next video.